Why do most software projects still fail in 2026? Not because developers are bad, not because technology isn't advanced enough. It's because companies keep solving the wrong problem and they realize it too late. Today, I will break down why projects still fail with real numbers from reputable sources and what to do differently. Welcome back to Deepverse. This is where we break down AI in a way that helps you build skills, grow your career, and stay relevant in the future. By the end of this video, you will know the real failure drivers and what AI genuinely helps with, and what successful teams do differently. Let's dive in. Let's start with the uncomfortable truth. Software project failure is still common. According to Standish Group's Chaos 2020 results, as cited in the ACM Queue analysis, 31% of projects are successful, 50% are challenged, 19% fail completely. That means 69% don't land cleanly. And notice what's shocking. These outcomes persist despite better tools, cloud platforms, and modern delivery practices. So it isn't about just a technology gap, it's systems and decision-making gap. When projects fail, the blame often lands on the developers. But what keeps showing up in post-mortem is this. Most failures are locked in before coding even begins. PMI's Pulse of the Profession consistently highlights focus areas that matter most when the teams face constraints, including scope management, stakeholder management, and timeline management. For example, PMI's 2025 report notes that when dealing with the timeline constraints, teams prioritize stakeholder management, about 94%, and scope management, about 93%, as critical focus areas. Translation: even professionals agree it's rarely the bad coding, it's unclear goals, weak stakeholder alignment, and unrealistic timelines. Scope creep doesn't look dramatic, it looks small. One more feature, one tiny change, one more sprint, but it adds up. PMI reports that in its 2018 Pulse of Profession, 52% of the projects completed in the prior 12 months experienced scope creep or uncontrolled scope changes. That's more than half. And once the scope creeps, estimates become fiction, teams get the whiplash and timelines stretch, budgets burn. AI didn't create this. Human indecision and weak change control did. Now let's talk about the silent killer, technical debt. Stripe's developer coefficient report quantifies the drag. Developers estimate 17.3 hours per week are wasted on maintenance work like dealing with bad code or errors, debugging, refactoring, and modifying. And the report states that bad code costs companies $85 billion annually. Technical debt doesn't always explode. It slowly reduces the speed, increases the defects, and makes change risky, until the delivery becomes painful and unpredictable. Modern teams generate massive data, logs, tickets, incidents, user behavior. But the problem isn't data scarcity. It's turning the data into decision-ready insight. McKinsey has warned that analytics programs often fail to scale effectively. In one McKinsey survey cited in their research, only 8% of 1,000 respondents with analytics initiatives engaged in effective scaling practices. So most organizations have dashboards, but not the clarity to make fast, correct decisions. Now, here is the honest AI story. AI doesn't magically fix bad leadership. AI doesn't replace engineers. AI helps when it improves early detection, like risk surfacing, bottleneck detection, forecasting support, anomaly recognition. And there is a key reality check here too. McKinsey's reporting on AI adoption shows many companies still struggle to scale AI fully. For example, in one McKinsey Week in Charts summary, only 7% of the respondents say that AI had been fully scaled across their organizations. So the real AI advantage isn't AI everywhere. It's AI used in the right places to make the problems visible early enough to act. Now let's ground this with a real-world example. When Target exited Canada, Target's own press release stated it expected approximately $5.4 billion in pre tax losses tied to discontinued Canadian operations. Reuters reported the same figure in the coverage of the shutdown. This wasn't developers failing, this was a program failure, timeline pressure, operational breakdowns, and system execution at scale. So, why do software projects still fail in 2026? Because scope changes without control, technical debt shows everything. Analytics don't scale into decisions, risks are detected too late. Leadership still makes blind calls. In 2026, the difference isn't better tools, it's the better intelligence and better decision making. If this video was helpful for you, hit the like and share and subscribe to Deepverse.